co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
And we have a very interesting show for you all tonight. And before we get into topic, we're going to go into Zeke Speaks. And my topic tonight is about body augmentation.
Oh, wow.
That's as well as the restroom augmentation. So we're going to put all that in one.
Restroom.
Yeah, the bathroom, restroom. Well, I should say bathroom because it's more with your home.
Augmentation?
Augmentation. Sometimes they need to fix that as well.
Change the bathroom.
Now, they ain't got to change. It's just the things that you see in the bathroom. But I'm going to get into that.
Oh.
I'm going to get into that.
Bathroom etiquette.
Right. I wasn't going to put it like that, but I was going to get into that. Okay. But with the body augmentation, nowadays, a lot of women is getting that done. I don't see anything wrong with it because some people get it for health issues and health reasons. Some people get it to try to look better. But the only problem I have with it is if you're not trying to take care of yourself now, how you going to take care of yourself after it's done?
Because you're already sexy in things.
Right. But my point in getting into that is, okay, if you're not doing the things to try to lose the weight, once you get all done, what you think gonna happen? You're gonna gain the weight right back.
I mean, but some of us have gained weight, right? Because we've had children or whatever, right? Like me, I'm a little chunkier because I've had kids.
But you sexy, Miss
sexy as hell. And so I'm gonna go get this thing sucked in because y'all can't see it. But she got all the tits and ass and everything. But
you heard it.
She gonna go get this thing sucked in a little bit because I walk. I do about 2 miles on my lazy days and 5 miles on my good days, right? And that's usually about 4 days a week. But boo, I'm thicker than a Snicker because I like to eat, boo. I like good food. I like shrimps. No, I'm just playing. That's ghetto. I like shrimp and I like sauces and dips and breads. I can't help it.
But my thing is, all that's fine. But if you're not trying to do that, let's say some women probably and men have a hard time of getting the weight off. But they are trying to do the things to get the weight off. So I think what a lot of women issues is they'll try to get the augmentation done, thinking that's all you have to do, but you still have to maintain your weight.
Yeah, we'll still
have to eat properly and stuff like that. You still have to exercise. And again, I'm not against it.
Or you got to keep that bag up and just go back and get that thing done.
Right. Now, that's another
touch-up.
That's another issue.
Call a touch-up.
So if you're using your insurance to get it done and you're a person that probably don't have that bag, they're not going to keep paying for that.
No, insurance don't pay for cosmetics.
Oh, I thought they do.
No.
Oh, so
they'll pay for your hospital stay, a portion of it, but cosmetic, you coming out of pocket for cosmetic.
Okay.
Yeah. So you if it's for health reasons, right? Like if you had a C-section and you need a tummy tuck, you can write that off. You can get away with that. But in regards to going to get some lipo done, going to get some fat transition from one spot to another, transfers, nah, baby. Booties, they gonna put new booties in, fake titties, unless you had cancer, breast cancer. To all those survivors, more power to you. God bless you. But if you had breast issues due to that, they'll do some cosmetic on your breast. But other than that, unless you didn't have any underlying health issues with it, you're coming out your pocket for that cosmetic surgery.
Okay, now my next deal was getting some change into these bathrooms, I should say. Mm-hmm. Because, the pictures are nice, women trying to show off their figure and stuff like that. But when you seeing damn toothpaste and hair products, the curling irons and towels and the window kind of dirty or foamed up from water and steam, I got a problem with that.
So you saying clean up the restroom before you take your photo
shoot?
Yeah,
you're trying to do a photo shoot to try to show your sexiness, but a man gonna be like that. You may be sexy, but what the
hell happened to that dirty ass restroom?
Exactly.
Now y'all just trifling if y'all see. Now I went on live last night and I had, night for last, and I had a little streak on the mirror. I saw it. I know y'all saw it. Don't say nothing because I was trying to show the body and the hair, but that's okay. But the restroom wasn't atrocious though.
Right.
Because I done seen some atrocious restrooms.
Oh, it's some out there.
Y'all need to get y'all life.
If you go to that Gram and that Facebook and I don't know what else they on, that it's definitely out there.
And them dirty ass houses that they be in, and mattress on the floor, and come on, get your life.
The living room pictures.
Oh my God.
And videos.
Just take a picture outside. Outside would be better.
Or in your, well, I ain't gonna say in the car, because some of the car inside of them ain't looking too.
Just get y'all life. Y'all need to shadow out the bad parts in the background and stuff. I know y'all want to be cute, but get y'all life, cool.
Yeah, you definitely have to do that. And that, that was a couple of things that I just wanted to hit on. Oh, and then those who are getting the augmentations, just doing a little of my research.
Because I'm gonna go get it snatched.
One of the cheapest states to get it done is Florida.
Yeah, Miami.
How you?
Because baby, it costs $5,500. Because I went to my little consultation when and it's $5,500 for your girl to get it all put in together like it's.
With that, you have.
And when I come back, fine.
But if you want to get the hourglass tummy tuck look, that goes from $11,000 to $13,000. The Brazilian butt lift surgery, which goes from the tummy tuck and getting the fat transferred to the butt, to the buttocks.
The butt lift, they cut you all the way around. When they do a mommy makeover, they cut your waist. Imagine
the way around?
All the way around, and they lift your butt up. So now you look like you got 2 melons or 2 basketballs, and your waist is snatched all the way in, like the guys like the little bitty waist and the big wide hips. That's what they do to make that happen. See what women go through to look fine.
Hey, that ranges from $5,000 to $7,000. Oh, and I don't know if y'all noticed, we kind of dressed alike. We didn't plan this,
but we special.
Showed up to the studio, and we was kind of dressed alike. And then with the fat transfer implants, that's when they using the silicone and stuff.
Yeah, listen. Just transfer the fat. Don't put that silicone in your body, because it's going to have some end results that are not going to be pretty in the long run. I'm just saying.
You have to get that changed every 3 years or 4 years?
I don't know. I just know it's not good for your body.
Well, see, I was looking up, not that I was going to get something like that done. I was just looking it up to try to see what the price ranges from. But hey, I'm with all the getting your body fixed. I'm with that. It's just that the ones that I see get it done, you're not maintaining your body. Yeah, you're sexy for 4 months, 6 months, up to a year. And then I'm like, damn, what happened? But that's something you got to look into, because like now, if you got the bag, you can go every 2 years or every year if you want to. You can just continue to get it done. But who wants to continue to get their body cut up on and stuff like that? I know I wouldn't.
I mean, but it's not a cut though. It's the size.
I thought you said they cut you all the way around.
Oh, no. Lipo, when the girls look like they just super skinny, their waist is super skinny, their bellies is super skinny, but then they got this big old voluptuous booty. They just having lipo. Oh,
I've been watching the videos.
And that's just that's less than an inch cut. It's a half an inch cut. And they just insert it with a little hose like this.
But I've been watching the video. What's his name? Dr.
Miami, man.
Oh, man. I be seeing him using that probe, and he be sticking. Oh, no, I'm not going through all that.
I got somebody better.
Not that I had any intentions on going through it, but if I was a woman, I don't know if I can, go through all that. He probing you, and I know you knocked out, but I know you're gonna be pretty sore when you wake up.
Yeah, I feel like you've been lifting weights on your stomach for a while or whatever, but I'm willing to go through the pain for the game. I want all this voluptuous to stay voluptuous, and I want it to snatch you back in.
But nobody ain't gonna be able to slap you on your butt for a while.
Them 6 weeks, it's okay.
6 weeks?
6 weeks. But when she...
Brothers, 6 weeks, y'all some strong
y'all
brothers,
seen
man.
Delicious body?
Delicious?
Ooh, that chick bad.
Hey, well, look, we got to go to break. When we be back, we're going to go off the title of the show. Our show tonight is being brought by Stationhead, Facebook Live, Be Live, Instagram, and YouTube. But I'm Zeke, the 5 Foot Freak, with my co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
And we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
All right, and we are back.
We are back. What up? What up?
Hey, and I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
Hey, and we have a very interesting show for you all tonight. Would you like to go into the title of the show?
The title of the show tonight, people. Y'all ready for this? Is your ex off limits to your family, or should your ex be off limits to your family and friends for life? Let me give you a scenario. Let's say you had an ex, and back then y'all were younger or whatever, right? And y'all didn't work out. Or your homeboy or your homegirl had an ex, and they didn't work out, right? They didn't have kids together or none of that. You fast forward about 10 years, the dude that got his stuff together, he may have even hit the lottery. Old girl hit the lottery on a scratch off. She bred it up. He bred it up, right? And they step to you and say, I always liked you, though. I always found you attractive. You know, circumstances were, but.
Who, me?
The circumstances were one way, but I always liked you. Would you or would you not date that person? Should that person be off limits because they dated your friend or your homegirl or your homeboy or whatever, or your cousin, but they didn't work out and they had their stuff together that could possibly be your soulmate? What do you think? Let's talk about it.
Well, first off, before we get into that, I know far as with men have such thing called the bro code.
Girls do too. So
y'all women have, what y'all call y'all?
The G code.
The G code. Does that mean for the girls code?
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, my thing is, I would say my opinion is a little different.
Okay.
Now, if it's a bro code, meaning if it's someone that I consider as like a brother, a close friend of mine, the situation would be different. If it's somebody that I really didn't have too many dealings with, I'm not too much worried about that.
Okay.
Or if the scenario, which I've been through, if it's a scenario that this person, it was just a hit thing, and then I end up becoming serious with that person, we know that, hey, it's off now, leave that alone. I'm serious with this individual, and it's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But if this person was involved with this person, whether it was a girlfriend or marriage and stuff like that, being the bro code, it's off limits. And the reason why, because let's just say, for instance, if it was one of my close friends or somebody that I labeled as a brother,
mm-hmm.
and they betrayed the bro code, then anything is game. Meaning, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, let's just say we out at a party.
Mm.
You violated the whole bro code, which you supposed to be my brother, my close friend. Here you end up dating this person that you know I used to mess with and had feelings for in the situation. So if I was to ever say, nigga, I know you're enjoying that, which we know what I'm leading up to.
Right.
You shouldn't be offended.
Absolutely,
because you already violated. So,
Absolutely.
you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Because you know things gonna be said.
You know what? Let me tell you what kind of female I am.
Okay, go ahead.
My homegirls, now we have a G code, right? But my close homegirls and my closest cousins and whenever I've had a guy or they've had a guy and we cross paths with those fellas, y'all getting talked about. Trust. And I'm lacing my sisters up. Hey, look, he hung. He gonna take care of you.
But what if it's somebody that one of your what you call G code girls used to be involved with this person?
Right, I've had that happen.
And you talk about the guy?
No,
you will have discussions about the guy you with that somebody else probably dated.
Like I've had discussions about the guy that I've been with, and they were about to start dating them, and they inquired. So when she came to me and asked me, "Hey, what's up with such and such?" and I was like, "Oh, I was with him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We dated for X amount of time." And
but this is one of your homegirls, like right, your close girls.
Correct.
I see the fella, we don't do that.
Usually the homegirl will say, "Oh, he shot at me."
Mm-hmm.
And then at that moment, we'll have a real live grown-up conversation about how you feel about me pursuing this person,
mm-hmm, because
I like his conversation or whatever. See, what I believe is, and I've told him, hey, he a good catch.
Mm-hmm.
My guest that's about to come on tonight, he's my ex of 4 years. We were together.
I can't wait to talk to this young man.
And we talked about, because the young lady that he's dating is a really close associate of mine, and we have a long history, me and her. And I'm really cool with her, and he's my best friend. But I'm a grown ass woman, and I don't hold no ties to that man. And we've been over. So when she came to me and when he came to me, my response was, I think y'all should try it.
But see, I'm gonna tell you, guys are a lot different. And I'm gonna say this. The guys that, which you know, majority of them, that I call my brothers, like we mean that for real.
Right.
And it was also a situation that one of our relatives was about to talk to somebody, and it took one of and I didn't even know about this, and it was like, nah, don't do that because of this, and that.
Right.
So sometimes I'm talking about my friends, my close friends, family, brothers, who I consider family, they can have that conversation without me even knowing about it, or have to be in the conversation. And then I know you done heard on one of our shows, like the legend himself and King Cleve, and we all agreed, like, I would never date somebody who you once dated because I know you.
I know you what?
As an individual. I know, like,
yeah,
probably freaky
but the world is small. Yeah,
the world is small. So my thing is, I'd rather move on before that even happened. And I would hope, which I know one of my brothers would be like, no, that's off limits. Leave that alone. Move around.
Okay. So every single ex that you've ever had in your life is off limits to your homeboys or to your cousins, to your fams for life.
Well, going through middle school through high school, I only had one high school sweetheart. So they already knew that was like off limits. And then up until today, I don't think any one of them would still try to holler at her because of the history that we all had together growing up. Like, we was always around one another, where we was going out, going to a club. Some of us went to college together. All of us went to college together and stuff like that. And then if it was like with any of my ex-wives, I don't think they would do that. Well, half of them married themselves now, but I don't think any of them, in my opinion, would go that route as well.
So let's take one of the ex that was your high school sweetheart. So we 20 years past high school, okay? We old people in here. And she hit the lottery. And she stepped to your homeboy, your bro, and she tell your bro, because she's beautiful and he's always felt that she was attractive, but she tell him, listen, I really need a great guy. Even though me and Zeke didn't work out, you know, I knew you were a great guy and I want you to be my man. I'm looking for marriage and I know you're a great catch and you're single. You mean to tell me that your bro can't have her because you had her in high school?
Well, is she buying them now because she hit the lottery?
I mean, she wants to. She's whenever you're married to somebody, the life that they provide is going to be the life that you live.
Well, I think if she came to them saying I hit the lottery and all, he was a great guy.
Not that, but I'm saying she's 10 times over millionaire, and she wants to be with your bro, like in a relationship, not just I want to just hit it, but I want a relationship. Is that okay? For him to just be like, nah, I can't deal with you because you dealt with my bro in high school. I don't know. I feel
29 years. I feel on my side with my guys who I call my brothers. I don't think that would happen. Or if it was something that they probably would entertain, it'll be a long conversation with them, knowing that, you know, I'm gonna still be around. We still gonna have our barbecues or whatever the case may be. It may be a joke of a conversation to come up. How you gonna deal with that?
But I mean, if you really respect your bro, why would that even be the joke?
Okay, if my bro really respect me, I don't think that situation would even come about.
You don't think that's egotistical and controlling to say somebody from 30 years ago shouldn't date your bro?
I don't. In my opinion, I don't think a woman would do that.
Why not?
Knowing that that's
birds of a feather flock together. Normally, great guys hang out with each other. You don't see too many losers hanging out with the great guys.
That's just my opinion. I mean, we got a lot of viewers viewing in. We got people that can call in. I like to hear from them. But I'm just saying, from my aspect, with the guys who I consider as my brothers and my families, I don't think that would happen.
Okay, well, I have a few comments, and they're saying one person said it's not fair to them. Another one said if she won the lottery and stepped to me, the bro code is automatically null and void. Okay. One said, my ex is just that. My ex, I could care less who she's with. I agree. I would ask my friend first. I agree. Like, I think that people need to have those conversations. And I really believe, me personally, that it's ego and it's a controlling.
Well, it ain't a controlling, because that person or she is that him is not with her and that she is not with him. I just think now, if your relationship was 4 or 5 months or whatever, you probably still game. But if it's somebody that's 3 or 4 years into a relationship, I don't think they too much worrying. I mean, I don't think they'll do that, depending on the relationship. Because like I say, some of me and my childhood friends, the guys that I consider my bros, like, we are still together. We still hang out. We still do things. We still go out with our ladies and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I understand, but do I agree? No.
I mean, we're gonna agree to disagree, but I'm just saying. I
feel like if we have if we're grown-ups and we have those grown-up conversations with our homies or whatever, I would not stop a friend from dating somebody who is a really great catch, because that person was my ex from whenever. I'm sorry, the person 15 years ago or 10 years ago. So that's just my thought. I just tried to get the caller on the line, but the line is not picking up. So
and then, like I was saying, I would say it's fair game, because if it was somebody, let's say this camera is my best friend, and then let's say I move away or whatnot, and the camera's still here, and I come back and I hear that he's dating my ex who I was with for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years. I would assume, well, you was checking her out then. Was you trying to holler at her then when we was together?
No.
We don't know that.
No, I've been in that situation, and I've dated.
You've been in a lot of damn situations.
I've lived. And I don't give a damn about them people talking about me, saying whatever about me. I don't care what you people think. It's my life. I don't ask you for permission to live my life.
You got me dropping ice.
Okay. So in my years of living, I have encountered 2 friends, real talk, and they were 15 years apart, right?
What you mean 15 years apart? Like you dated one for 15 and the other?
No, I dated one, 15 years went by, and I dated the other one.
Now, was them 2 good friends?
They were friends.
Like, no, good friends. Like, did they hang out? Did they play sports together? Same high school team?
They were associates because they hung in the same clique.
Well, they weren't friends then.
What do you mean?
They were just associates. Like my friends was like King Cleve and
correct,
the Legend,
correct,
Swan, like
right.
Them like my brothers. Like they done stuff for mama, whatever the case may be.
Okay, they were associates.
Okay, they
had a clique that they both hung with, but they wouldn't get together separately. Together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they were associates.
So
they were longtime associates. So this clique that they had.
So he had no loyalty to him. He don't.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm being rude for cutting off.
No.
Miss Minute that deep. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I didn't know whether or not that counted for. I mean, but they hung out.
Okay.
It's not like they weren't cool with each other or didn't know each other. They hung out. But anyway, I dated them both. You know what I mean? And I felt like it's been 15 years. And I'm not going to allow somebody that I dated 15 years ago to put limitations and stipulations on what I do with my life 15 years later. And he not even my man.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
And I understand that, and you shouldn't, but I'm just saying, I'm speaking for far as from the fella side. If it's a bond where you grew up together, you staying in one another's house, you hanging out together, you going on car rides together. Now I'm talking going into high school, you go off to college visits together, you go to the same school together. I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that would happen. So now if me and you was best friends, and no, let's just say me and you hung out, but me and the microphone is best friends, but I know the microphone used to talk to you, and I didn't hear conversations how the microphone is really care about you, and whatever y'all break up, you off limits. I'm not gonna even try to holler at you. But if y'all was just messing around, never went together, and it was 2 or 3 months, and he said, "Hey man, that's a good hit. That ain't my gal," then maybe I may try to pursue that.
So you'll backdoor your friend just to hit it.
He just told me it's a good hit. Like, hey,
that's what I'm saying.
You probably need to go ahead and look into that. He's telling me like, hey, that's a good hit. Like you can. He's telling me.
Right. So y'all cool with backdooring each other for the sex. But
I ain't saying all men are cool with that. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying in this scenario that you're talking about.
Right, because if you's not nothing that's really obligated to him, and you're not a situation for him where they're gonna be in a long-term relationship, he probably was messing with you to try to hit anyway and letting me know, hey man, that's good. That's a good hit. Yeah. I'm just saying.
So now so fellas, y'all like a chick to hit it behind your homie or your bro, but if she wants a relationship, she's off limits because she
wait. Who wants the relationship? Are they both in a relationship?
She wants a relationship.
But he may not want a relationship.
But she may have found him attractive all this
time. But he probably didn't
online.
find her attractive. He probably just seen the butt, the titties as attractive.
Yeah. I don't know why fellas are the way they are.
I have you puzzled tonight because normally you be like, I'm just about the bag. I ain't worrying about if he going over here and now it's changing.
But that has nothing
that red does it to some people sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not what we even talking about tonight.
Okay.
Would he be off limits or would she be off limits?
Well,
I don't feel like that's right.
We had on one of the viewers, Miss Nicole said family and close friends are off limits.
Yep. Well,
but you just said, you saying yep, like you agree or like no?
If my sister or my cousin was in a relationship with a guy, you was my brother-in-law, my cousin-in-law, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It just depends on it depends on the circumstance, but I can't see myself backdooring my sister or my cousin. I just Okay,
but what about your girl that you probably call your sister? Because I know you have your sister and your cousin,
and we do, and like
your sister are your best friend, so you ain't gonna backdoor her.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure outside of your sister, you have a best friend.
Right.
So
and I wouldn't dare touch her husband.
We ain't saying her husband. Okay, let's
if
say
they were exes.
Okay.
I wouldn't dare.
That's what I just said. Now you saying you
if her high school sweetheart rolls up and he's like, "What's up?" Me and my sister gonna have a conversation, and I'm gonna be like, "How you feel?" And I'm gonna be like, "How you feel about dude?" We gonna call him Maurice. How you feel about Maurice these days? And if she be like, "Girl, back in school, he was this and that," but this 20 years later, right? And I'm like, "Yeah, Maurice shot at me, and I'm just wondering, he got his stuff together now, girl. He's a good catch. He might be marriage material. Would you mind, or do you have a problem with it?" Like, we're gonna have that conversation. I'm not gonna shy away from saying Maurice tried to shoot at me, sis.
But you wouldn't think your sister would be like, "I can't believe this nigga. He was trying to check you out all this time."
From 20 years ago.
So now he want to be able to say, "I hit both of them."
From 20 years ago.
I don't know.
No, I don't think he's gonna say. I would
love for our people to chime in so we can hear from you all, because, like I say, this is me and Miss Mina that Diva's.
Oh, they chiming in.
Oh yeah. Now, okay, let me switch it up a little bit. Are friends exes off limits? So now you talking about best friends. Let's just say we're in a circle, but we have a friend, like you said, the other guy, they was
an associate.
An associates.
That's what I'm saying. I think that people put too many stipulations on other people's lives. If you are in a situation with that person and that is not your lifelong partner, that is not your soulmate, how can you deny that person real love if they soulmate happens to be your homie? You cannot do that.
You said on one of the shows, if you had a soulmate and he went out and did whatever, long as he ain't putting money in their bank account, which you and Mr. Chapman was already. Remember that?
Oh, so are we saying if my man?
No, I'm just going back on what you said.
No, I'm
like
asking you saying if my man try to hit my friend while we together.
No, I didn't say that.
Asking?
I didn't say that. I'm saying let's say I was your man, but long as I'm bringing the bag home, as you say, but I went out and mess with somebody else. You said that you ain't worried about that long as he bring the bag.
What does that have to do with you and my friend? The conversation is about the friend.
Okay, what if it's an associate that was in your circle? Let's just say that.
So my man is hitting an associate
in your circle
currently.
Yeah, I don't know if he is currently.
No,
now.
I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
I'm saying your
right.
hypothetical is
right.
my current man is hitting my current associate.
Right.
Then I'm gonna currently hit him in his eye. Cause you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of people out here. You gonna hit something else.
Oh my goodness!
You gonna hit somebody that's close to me while we together. I said when we're over.
Our business count ain't up there yet. We gotta be going bailing each other out of jail.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have the bail money. I'm gonna leave the card. Okay. I'm gonna give you the number. Okay,
all right,
come get me.
All right.
Listen. Now that's the way I do not. That's a violation. If you are let's talk about that. Nigglets, we know that y'all do y'all's thing. Women know that you have tendency issues. We know that. But if you're gonna mess with somebody, absolutely do not mess with anybody in your girl's circle. There's too many women out here for you to sleep with than for you to make it so messy. And if you do that crap, that means you care nothing about her. Right? Your girl, you care nothing about her. And we know that y'all's little thing get hard when the wind blows. We can't do nothing about that. But you can find somebody else to hit. You do not hit your girlfriend's associates or their close friends or their relatives while y'all are together.
Let me read this off. My nephew Reginald just said, "It's too many men and women out there to date a friend's ex. It's just too awkward." Then Mr. Larry said, "We all grown now. The only conversation I'm having is, are you with her or not? Everything else is doing too much." So I don't know what he on, but anyway. And then, oh, that was you. I thought you said something too. Oh, that was your music playing. Mm-hmm. We have Miss Ebony. She put, "I choose not to, especially if they feel a certain way about them." I don't think it's necessarily, if they feel a certain way about them. It's just like I said, I'll be like, well, damn, how long you been watching him or her? Like, did you try to holler before?
It doesn't even happen like
that. And then Miss Ebony say she feel you too. So I guess she agree with you.
She agree on both sides. Mm-hmm. I agree, Ebony. If you have that grown folk girlfriend conversation and you be like, "Girl, how you feel about me dating Larry?" And Larry be like,
say, "Sounds like that horse is a mother."
Chris, you know what, Chris?
I don't know. You said it can't be sick. What you said, it can't be how many inches?
I'm gonna get my hands on Chris one day. I'm gonna show him what a horse can do.
Uh-oh.
But that's another story.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Mother. Okay. But I agree with you, Ebony, that if your friend has a problem with it, then it's not worth losing the friendship. But if he fair game and your friend be like, "Girl, that was 15 years ago, do your thing," then it's cool. We can't try to hold everybody hostage in our lives just because we had history with them. I don't care.
That's true. They're and I see a lot of people sitting up here saying that's their ex. But as always, you know how we invite people on the show, because I would like to see them face to face and hear this verbally. But I bet a lot of them that's saying they ex is their ex. I wonder how many times. And I'm pretty sure some people with their ex, they got a good relationship. It ain't a bad relationship. Okay. But how many times they probably tried to holler? Girl, you know how I used to hit that, trying to throw a little punchline, or a female saying, "You can't handle it. You couldn't handle it when you had it." But they say the ex is just the ex. We ain't gonna call out no names, but I'm just saying people say that. But I would like to know how many times have they hollered at the ex, not just in conversation, "How you doing?" but through that little punchline.
Oh, you mean back then when they were together? How many times the friend tried to
holler? No, I'm talking about like if you was my ex, but I'm saying I'm over you. Mm-hmm. But I may hit you up and be like, "Girl, you remember how I used to hit that? Like, why we having that conversation?"
How many times have
because now I'm still thinking about it.
Now, see, if they doubling back, that's a whole nother thing. I usually don't go back and touch my exes because they're ex for a reason. You need to stay my ex.
Your tone got low. Are you thinking about something?
Nah, I'm just saying you my ex for a reason.
And now you balling up your fist. Don't hit me, Miss Meena.
I don't hit. Not like that. I hit in a good way. But yeah, if they're my ex for a reason. And I'm not messing with them, So my ex was supposed to come on. He's at work, but
probably got a little intimidated, probably got afraid.
He a 6-figure nigga.
Okay. But, not Whataburger.
Nah, he a 6-figure.
Okay, better not be no water because you don't like Whataburger.
6-figure oil and gas. Okay. He make that real money. Got his own house that he bought paid for. Okay. So just to lace y'all up on that situation with the female that he's dealing with, I encouraged it. I said that earlier. I truly encouraged that situation. And he asked me my opinion about the person. And instead of throwing salt or whatever, like most females would do, I told him that, I believe that he needs to pursue it because she's a great girl. And I don't care what anybody says about her past or whatever. I know how loyal this chick is, and I know what type of chick she is to her dudes. And I told him, if you get her, she's going to be loyal. Cleve kept saying something. So,
well, look, we got to go on break. Guys. When we get back, we'll pick up where we left off at. Please feel free to call in, come in on the show. We'd like to hear y'all views instead of y'all always hearing our views. We appreciate y'all that's tuning in. I'm Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my co-host
Miss Meena, that diva,
and we'll be back.
All right. I'm about to figure out how to bring Okay, well, tell them I have another guest that's going to
Well, all right. We are back. I am Zeke, the 5-foot freak, with my co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
And tonight's topic is, should your ex be off limits forever, or should your ex be off limits to your friends? We touching on all types of different situations and stuff like that. So, hey, and we would love for y'all to come in. If you want to come in on the show and you're in the chat, especially on Facebook, say you want to come on the show, our show producer will put the link in the message and you can click on the link and come on the show.
We do have a guest that is coming onto the show right now. Kendra, are you going to come on?
And as we waiting on Kendra, we know we're trying to get to a lot of y'all questions, but on our feeds, it's just running through and we can't answer all of them. So when we see one that, I mean, all of them are important, don't get me wrong, but if we see one that we can get right then and there, we'll go into the question. But so don't hold that against us. Don't be mad at us for that.
Right. And so as our guest is loading in so we can get their views on the topic, a lot of people have had mixed emotions. Some say don't, how it would be uncomfortable. Some say that they wouldn't go behind their friends or what have you. I just feel like this is we think it's a big world, but this world is really small and we're limited on the great people that we have. And so sometimes, if you have a great catch, maybe you shouldn't pass that great catch up.
I think we have
Hi, caller.
Hi.
How are you? You made it.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on.
Before you give us your views, you don't necessarily have to give us your name. Just give us like where you from, and then you can come in on your opinion on what you think, and we can go in from there.
All right. Well, of course, I'm a Galveston County girl, but I live in Houston.
All right.
So run a scenario. I have a sister that's been gone 10 years. She passed away. She's been gone 10 years. One of her exes.
Aww.
Not that.
Go ahead.
One of her exes, that's all we heard.
Okay. One of her exes reached out to me maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Because we're still tight. We call each other brother and sister. And so he says, I want to talk to you about something. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, man, I've been talking to so-and-so for the last couple of months, man, and I'm really feeling her. He said, but I need to know if it's okay. He said, because I don't want to pursue nothing if it's not okay. And so
when you say so-and-so, was that like a friend or a family member of your sisters and yours? Or when you say so-and-so, who is that? So
when I say like, I'm talking about running together. Like it's a friend, but we've been friends for like over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So like before Pooh even passed away, everything, you know what I'm saying? Running together, hanging together, everything. You know what I mean?
So a really close friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whatever. And so he hit me. It was like he wanted to know if it was okay, because if it's not okay with me, then he's not gonna pursue it. Even though my sister has been gone. You know what I'm saying? My whole situation with that was I would have preferred if she would have hit me up. It doesn't matter to me, like, because love is love. I'm not doing no trick me, because, you know what I'm saying, 20, 30 years, 29 years, this and the third, man, listen to me. You gonna stop your homeboy? I'm talking to a cousin over there. From having a whole relationship with somebody else who you might have been. That might be his one. You know what I'm saying?
That might be.
You gonna stop him because of the bro code, having a whole relationship? Yes, there are limitations to everything. But respect is respect too. If I can't have a grown adult conversation and say, bro, listen, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even look at her like that back then, you know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a different place in my life. She in a different place in her life. Right. But I'm coming to you as my bro, as my boy, and I'm saying listen. I want to run it with you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, you gonna still be like, nah, I ain't feeling that. That means that you still got some kind of soul tie to her. If you don't want to see her happy, you don't want to see him happy.
Soul ties.
Hold on, wait. So you saying soul ties to her like she was my woman?
She used to be your woman.
No.
Yeah, and you're stopping your bro from being with her.
No, I thought she was the woman of one of my friends and he died.
She told a story about her sister's ex.
Oh, okay.
Her sister who passed away her ex hit her up because that's her brother-in-law or used to be her brother-in-law, and they still consider themselves brother and sister. Brother-in-law.
But now you want to talk to her sister's friend.
But he's been dating her sister's friend for a couple of months and wanted to make sure that it was okay with her because he was with her sister in a real world relationship and they all hung out. And so now fast forward, she's saying to you that you're going to hold your friend back, your bro back from dating your ex from high school. And
not my ex, my ex.
Yes.
Come on, man, catch up.
I thought y'all was saying he was one of my homeboys dating.
That was another story. Now switch gears.
Okay.
She's addressing you.
She's my girl, my ex-girlfriend.
Man, just
here we go.
I'm serious.
Listen, it's two different scenarios going on. She told you an example of her sister's ex calling her, talking to her about a girl that he's dating.
Okay.
Then she switched gears to respond to what you said and said, hey, listen, you said that it's a bro code. And if
so my homeboy telling me he dating somebody.
If your bro comes to you and wants to date your ex-sweetheart from high school, you would have a problem with it. You said that earlier, remember? And she's saying, how are you going to deny your homeboy true love when that may be his soulmate? That may be his real life partner, and you're denying him that right because you and her had a relationship in high school.
Well, I wouldn't too much say I'm denying him that right. I don't think me and him will have like a friendship. Like I'll be like, hey, do your thing, I'm cool, but I don't think I would have anything else to do with him.
You would give up your friendship because he chose the. That's crazy.
Nah, but I don't think it was a friendship if it went that far.
Man,
I don't think it ever was.
20 years later?
I don't think it ever was a friendship if it went that far.
Wow.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
We've had conversations, cousin. Like, we've had conversations. You don't see in real life. Or whatever. Here's the thing.
About different dudes that we both have came in contact with. And we don't.
You tripping.
Right.
You tripping.
My loyalty is to you. So I made
sure that respect to come to
you.
Absolutely.
So you saying we had the conversation. I don't think too many guys having that conversation. I don't think they doing it.
Why? Because guys like you say if you try to hit my high school sweetheart 20 years later.
No, I didn't say that because I'm not going to even have a conversation with anybody.
No, it's a. You said it's a G code. I mean, it's a bro code.
I hope it never happens for you because you ain't
gonna have no friends. For real. Like he is holding it. Like you cannot hold somebody hostage. Like
I'm not holding nobody hostage. I mean, I didn't move. I'm doing my thing, but I'm just saying.
But he wouldn't be your friend anymore if he.
I don't think a friend would do that. A close friend.
From 20 years ago.
A chick from 20 years ago. I don't even know any of my friends now that have done that. Y'all have some?
Because they don't want to lose you.
No, but
lose the girl too. So
y'all have some?
What?
Y'all have friends that done dated y'all guys?
Me and her have dated.
I ain't talking about your associates. I'm talking about like
this is my real life round right here.
Okay.
We go back.
So y'all dated the same person.
We have dated the same people.
So y'all can sit in the room and have a conversation about girl, he do this.
About what
is he still doing that? What the hell?
Can you tell him it's real in the field?
It's real in the field. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Man. Wow.
I'm loyal to her. I'm not loyal to these dudes in the street.
So how you know the dude gonna be loyal? He had both of y'all.
The point is
it was in the past. It was in the past. Here's the thing. If I have no ties to this dude, we had a whole conversation. She said, cousin, this dude shooting this shot, this and the third. He told me that y'all used to go together back in the Gap. I say, man, I fuck with dude. We was cool dude. Extracurriculars, whatever. And it is what it is. I say, man, the dude cool. He run his mouth too much, but he cool. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. He told her, I used to mess with your cousin back in the Gap. You know what I'm saying? We live in G County. Let me see something. If somebody say and they lie, if they say that they haven't crossed paths with somebody, little boo thing or something in the past, and they all run the safely, they lying. We live in Galveston, and I live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Between Galveston, Lamar, Texas City, Hitchcock. Come on, man. They lying.
They are absolutely lying.
They absolutely lying. They didn't tell their home girl.
They probably didn't tell her.
I'm talking to G County.
But
and that's on gangster.
In our circle, because she can attest to it. In our circle, we gonna keep it 1,000, a whole stack, and we gonna have a whole conversation about you. If you shot at me and you used to date her, we having a whole but
y'all hear that? They ain't having nothing about me.
Not about you.
No, I'm just saying.
Not no more.
Okay, he retired. Okay, they ain't talking about it. But
well, let's go.
You know, and that's just the way me and my clique roll. We honest. But
that's good. Y'all got girls like that. Y'all don't mind sharing. Because if you had them, then I can have them. Girl, you ain't with them no more.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have them.
Yeah, that's what they say.
We've been doing it for years.
God.
Oh my God. That was great.
Say, man, we just having fun.
Hey, well, we appreciate you chiming in. I love it. Hey, I respect it. You still cool with me. I ain't got no problem with it, but I'm just saying on my side, I don't know.
Thank you.
He gonna have no friends.
Right.
We not trying to get rid of it, but we have another guest that want to come on.
All right, guys.
Thank you for sharing.
All right, you too.
All right.
Oh my God. That was a good conversation. Fellas, y'all heard that? Y'all heard it.
Our G code run thick. Do you understand me? If you try to holler at me and you had my homegirl or my close relative, you best believe I'm that chick that's gonna go have that conversation with my homegirl or my relative about you. And yes, I'm inquiring about all the lollies, lick'em lollies, swallies, all of the things, because I gotta make a conscious decision and an educated decision when I make that. Right. Okay, thank you.
Y'all done heard it. Y'all done heard it yourself.
We have another guest that's gonna come on.
Well, I mean, we got all types of channels going on. I don't know where they coming in from. I guess they'll surprise us when they come on.
We have another guest about to come in, but what do y'all think? One of the guests said they lying.
Hey.
I hope nobody hold me hostage. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right.
And, hey, I ain't saying they holding you hostage. I'm just looking at the loyalty to their friends. But I mean, hey.
But that's 20 years, though.
Yeah.
20 whole years, and we still doing that thing? Like, you still give a damn who I'm doing in 20 years?
Yeah.
You shouldn't care that much, boo, because I don't care that much about you.
Well, we had one of our guys, Mr. Dawn, he said, I had a real issue like that.
Let's homegrown man. He ready
All right.
now. So hey, that's me and my clique. I don't know how you fake people, you Papa Nazis out here do with y'all clique, because y'all have a whole lot of fake stuff going on in y'all clique. Y'all hang together and then y'all talk about each other.
All right.
We don't do that in our
I guess
clique.
our guest about to come on now. We was having some
other.
technical difficulties. We got some people that was chiming in live on our news feed. Miss Wilson says take two to tango.
It does.
She agreed on some of the issues that Miss Mina, that diva, was saying, and then she said me neither. So we waiting on our guest now.
So as our guest comes in, let me go to some of these comments.
Well, we lost our guest again. We're having some technical difficulties. Now, let me ask you this. I got a question for you.
Okay, go. Shoot.
How long until you can date your friend's ex?
You know what? It's levels to the stuff.
Oh, Miss
right?
Mina, that diva. I think you're going to say 2 months.
No, seriously. It's levels to the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends. It has a lot to do with what kind of relationship did they have? How long?
So it does depends on what type of relationship they have.
Right. If they was just knocking the booth, right?
Yeah,
that's just hitting.
Now I said that earlier when I said
I have several.
The microphone probably said, "Oh, that's a good hit." So you letting me know, like, no, that's a good hit. You can get that.
Okay, so you and
so it is levels.
And you said that will be the only reason that you would hit her for that reason.
No, I ain't say the only reason. I just said he said that's a good hit.
Right, and you would do it only on a sexual level, but you wouldn't make her your woman. He
kind of gave me the okay to do something.
Right, but you wouldn't make her your woman.
No. Because he already, and like I said again, like with I know now, hell no, I'm not going, why I'm going to boo up with her, and I know you. Okay, I guess we have our guest coming on, so we'll get back to that. Since you told me it was levels to that.
Hello, guest.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Let us know who you are, where you from, and then we'll get into what's your opinion and take on this subject.
Okay, well, I go by the name of D.A. I'm from Kansas City, as you can see these Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I represent that. You did, we are Super Bowl champs. You did, I just want everybody to know that. Mm-hmm. And again and again and again. But that's besides about 500 million Patrick Mahomes. But let's not talk about that. So let's talk about this exes. I had an issue like that, a couple situations like that.
So how do you feel about that? Is it all right all right now, when you said you had these situations, were they your friends or was they like your homeboy, somebody that, you grew up with, you hung out with? Or I'm going to say your associate. Was it somebody that you kind of knew in the circle that you really didn't hang with?
Now, I'm going to keep it real. Now, I had, but this happened in the past, though. So my cousin messed with a chick, right? And they messed with each other for like a couple months, but it was like puppy love. They didn't go nowhere. They didn't have sex. They didn't have nothing. And then fast forward 4 or 5 years later, she wanted to talk to me, but I forgot that she even talked to him because we'd never seen this chick around or anything. So I didn't remember. So after I started talking to him, whatever the case may be, I remembered that she messed. So I went to my cousin and asked that I messed with her. He said, yeah. We ain't never had sex. We ain't did nothing. It was like a 4-month school, 9th grade relationship. Nothing. I said, all right, bet. Fast forward later, I had my oldest daughter is by her. So yeah, it's cool. And me and my cousin ain't got no problem. That was my cousin. And we ain't had no problem.
Okay, so you had a baby with the chick.
Yeah. And we ain't had no problems ever.
So let me ask you this. Would you have had a problem with it if they actually did have sex? Honestly.
Yeah, I had a situation about that too. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about it.
I've been through it. Now, this is a true story too. Now, my cousin, this is true. My cousin, it was this chick that my cousins and them, they was hanging around their group of friends and our group, but I never was around. I was always doing football. I was always playing football and out traveling and stuff. So I could never be around. But my group of cousins was hanging out with these group of cousin girls. So they all was matching up. But like I said before, I was traveling doing football. So I didn't have time to be shucking and jiving with them. So then fast forward like a couple years later, I was at a club and a girl seen me, and she came up to me, whatever, and we started talking with the woo. But my brother stopped me and said, "Oh, that's yes, what's her name's girl, or that's what we used to talk to, but they never was in a relationship." And I was like, "Oh, that's the girl y'all was talking about, or that's the group of girls y'all talking about." And my brother was like, "Yeah, that's who we've been hanging out with, but no one can never really get to her. She was the only one can nobody never get." So fast forward later, me and her started talking and whatever the case may be, and she was honest up front. She was like, "Hey, I talked to your cousin so and so, but it was never nothing like that. We just really were cool, but it was never nothing like that."
So she never had sex with him?
Hold on, getting to that part. So then my cousin talked to me. My cousin, the male cousin, he called to me, he said, "Hey man, yeah, we used to talk, but it was never nothing like that. It was never nothing like that. We did have sex one time, but I really never get to see her. Nigga, it was like a one night thing, one night stand, wasn't nothing like that. But we talk all the time. She want to help my relationship of me getting back with my girl, and we've been cool ever since. She's a good woman. You need to talk to her. She really is. I ain't got no problem with it, nothing. I can't even tell you what she really looked like, without no clothes on, like that." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started talking to her.
On.
Yeah.
So it really was no real attachment though. That was like a one night stand. So how would he trip about that? He didn't have, like you said, he didn't have no feelings.
Yeah, he didn't trip. And I started messing with her for a while. We ain't messing around now, but I really was messing with her for a little bit. But we broke up, or whatever the case may be.
Your ego didn't come into play when you realized that your cousin had already had sex with her. That wasn't an issue for you?
No, because me and my cousins and them is like this. We are really like, we didn't have sex with the same girl at one night, and then the next night he was out with Chuck E. Cheese with her and the baby next day. I said, "Dang, God."
Hey, say DA. Hey man, we really enjoyed you calling in, man, because we got other people want to call in, but okay. I want y'all to know, I know DA, he has his own podcast show called Raising the Bar. We're trying to work out some things where he can be on our show with the Upper Room with his podcast show. Hopefully that'll get worked out and get done. But I really appreciate you calling in, man. Take care.
Appreciate it, y'all.
And take care, brother.
All right. One love.
So he didn't have a problem with the cousin sleeping with the chick, right?
Because it was a one night stand.
It was a one night stand. Hi, love. How are you? We have another caller. We have a few minutes. What's going on?
Okay, I had a lot of stuff to chime in on, but
hold on. First off, let us know.
She may not want to do all that.
So where's she from?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to say, you know. Go ahead.
But okay, so I can remember being younger, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember a lot of my friends, boyfriends trying to talk to me. I'm gonna always tell. So when I would tell, it's like they would get mad at me.
Oh, let's talk about that.
So I kind of thought, being like, okay, should I hide it? Should I not say that? I mean, because I told. You know what I'm saying? And like, it also has been, you know what I'm saying? One particular guy that I had already talked to that was with a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I had already dated him before. So
she actually backdoored you.
No, that's really not how it went because we weren't friends at the time.
Okay.
We became friends.
Okay.
And he tried to talk to me again. So it was like, why would you do that? You understand what I'm saying? Why would you do that? Because guys do that too to break friendships up. I've had a guy tell me that he tried to talk to my friend to break our friendship. Because like I had one of my guys try to talk to the same one.
Wow.
And it was like, why would they try to talk to both of us like we're not going to tell each other? But one thing I can honestly say is I'm grown. I didn't have one night stands. I'm not going to lie to my friend and tell them, no, I haven't. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to tell them about how I feel because a bunch of them niggas I don't care about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's some men that I do care about. And I heard you say you're on double back earlier, but they grown now and they own their stuff. They got their jobs. So I might want to date. a couple of them again because they different now.
Because they grown now.
Feel that type of way about that. No, I mean, I don't think you should date him because if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna date him again. I would say that.
And you know what?
Like, with somebody and just tell me that they had been with them before, and I'm like, so I'm telling her about
the guy,
the extra activities,
and she what?
She already know because she already had him. You should have said that at first. Instead, you hooked me up with him. You let all of this go on, and then you tell me.
Right. So, do you feel like?
Then you should have been told me.
So, do you feel like in friendship and sisterhood and G code that we should be loyal to one another instead of worrying about the guys? In most cases, women gonna look at you sideways because you came and told her, "Hey, he tried to come at me, and he's your dude." Do you feel that as women we should have the loyalty amongst each other to where those are the conversations that we have with one another, and we don't hold our friend, we don't get upset with our friend for coming to us and revealing that to us? We actually applaud her because that's our loyalty to one another as women.
Yes, of course.
Can you turn your volume down a little bit?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no
It's
problem.
okay.
Is that better?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I totally agree that should happen, that the friends should have a grown conversation. When I told my friend, I took her out to eat because the way it happened constantly. So I was like, okay, I told him I was going to tell her also. So I took her out to eat. I'm like, let me tell you what's going on, and that's how it went. But like, it's been guys that I've dated that she done talked to because it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't care. I want everybody to find their special person.
Absolutely.
Because just because they wasn't for me, that don't mean they not for you. And I would feel awkward, but I know, you know what I'm saying? If she is dating my ex, I know he's totally off limits to me, or somebody I've dealt with, I wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would go and be jealous of them or try to talk to them. I'll be like a friendship, I guess.
And it wouldn't be awkward if your friend did have a relationship with your ex and they end up being great for each other and y'all have get-togethers and they're there together because you're over that person. It wouldn't be awkward, right?
Exactly. And as his name is Otis.
Zeke.
Otis was said earlier. Huh?
Zeke.
No.
That's fine. It don't matter. Go ahead.
Okay.
Earlier you were saying that, that you would be upset or whatever, but I'm like, if I was your wife, I'd be upset with you. Because what you mad at?
No, but the thing, I ain't say I'll be upset. I was just saying, like, me and his friendship probably wouldn't be the same.
But why?
And then, like you just stated earlier, if she was dating your ex, you knew he was totally off limits. What was the difference from when he was dating you? Why he wasn't totally off limits to her?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just like when Mina said, it's levels. Some of them I don't care for. Like, let's be honest, my kid's dad, I don't care who they date. But like some of my exes, like, no. Because I might date him again. You understand what I'm saying?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But you just said, right. So
I'm saying if you married, that's what I was like, that's what I was trying to, like, if you have your person, if you have your person who you want to be with, if you married and in a relationship, if you're in a relationship, you should be looking towards marriage anyway. So, like I'm saying, if you married, why would you be worried about who your homeboy mess with if he mess with your ex who you was with before your wife? That shouldn't really matter.
But I don't think marriage even came up into this. I mean, I think she just threw that in there.
No, but she's saying if you've already found your person that you're loyal to and you're committed to, turn your phone down a little bit, please, just because it's echoing. And you found your person, right? And y'all are together and you're happy. Why would you even care, even if it was your ex from your relationship before this? But
you're saying married now, right?
You have your person,
right,
that you're with.
No, but she said married. So we're saying married.
So if you're married.
But that's a whole different conversation.
It doesn't matter. If you are married,
right,
and you found your person in life, why does it matter that your homeboy or whoever dates your exes?
I think if a person married, they're not even worrying about that because they already moved on.
But
like
you just said that.
no, because
that
she said married. She said
you
married.
just said that you would have a problem with one of your exes dating your
Homeboy.
I mean, right.
Like they was dating my homeboy.
Currently, and you're married.
No, we ain't say nothing about marriage. She just brought up marriage. When we had the conversation, marriage was never brought up.
But currently, right now.
Well, that's a whole different situation.
As grown adults, when we are getting in relationships, shouldn't our relationships be leading towards marriage?
Absolutely.
Should we be looking forward?
Right. I agree with you 110% on that.
Now I'm looking for, if you want to be in a relationship with me, I'm trying to lead towards marriage. I'm not just in this to play.
Right.
So when I do find that one somebody, then those exes, they should become like, okay, I'm not going to deprive them of their love because I found mine. So if this is what it got to be, it got to be. Now, in some situations, you know what I'm saying? It do make you look at people differently.
That's all I'm saying.
But me personally, I would try not to do it. But sometimes I feel like I lose out on good people because of people. I mean, I'm a hairstylist, so I talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people come through, get their hair done. So a lot of their husbands, men, exes, they all off limits to me because it's my client. So I feel like I lose out on a lot of men. Like I won't talk to a guy now because his ex-wife used to do my hair, but he hasn't been with her in 3 years. But it just don't feel right.
So why I don't feel right with that certain individual, but it'll be all right with another individual?
It doesn't feel right. Ask her.
Because you said
it doesn't feel right to me. You know what I'm saying? To me. So, I mean, she's not a friend of mine. So I don't feel like I would have to go and have that conversation with her. But it does feel awkward, so I won't do it.
Okay. Huh? Oh, well, you ain't saying anything.
Oh, we have to go to break.
We have
to go to break. But thank you for chiming in. We do
really appreciate
your comments. Y'all look her up. Her IG is the Wig Wall. Is it the Wig Wall? She does great with custom wigs. The girl is phenomenal. Y'all look her up on IG, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the Wig Wall. Thank you so much for
Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Well, we got to go on break. I'm Zeke, the 5 foot freak with my co-host,
Miss Mina, that diva.
And we'll be back.
We'll be back, people.
short because we kind of went over, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take any more guests because we coming to the ending part of the show.
Right.
Which
well,
was a very good show. Go ahead.
It was a very good show, and I'm going to wrap it up in just a second. I'm going to take one more comment, and that comment is from one of our guests that says, "That's what I was." He's a guy. He said, "That's what I was saying earlier. We're grown now. The only conversation me and my homeboy need to have is, are you with her or not? I need to hear him say no. I need to hear him say no. A woman is a person," and I can't read the rest. I don't know why it's not coming up, but he's saying that he wouldn't. A woman is a person. She is not property. She has a mind of her own, and she will let him know if I'm in the wrong. Her ex has nothing to do with this, regardless if he's my homie or not. That's your ex, player. Move on. I totally agree with that. If you're my ex, you are my ex. And if you find love with one of my homegirls, I got to eat that. If you weren't a great guy when we were together and you happen to evolve into this awesome man, you just wasn't my soulmate, and the timing was off. But I can't be that selfish as to say, I can't let you be with her because you my friend. And I have been there. Trust me, in the past, before I grew up, I used to feel like, nah, my real exes, the ones I've had real relationships with, whatever, they off limits. But as I've evolved, I've come to understand that I can't put limitations on people. That's not right.
I agree and disagree. I'm just saying my circle is small. I just think in my circle with the guys who I'm like, that's family with, I ain't talking about just my homeboy, like they my brothers. I don't just see it happen like in our circle. I can't speak for everybody else.
Right.
But you want to give your closing thoughts first?
So my closing thoughts is, people, let's have more communication, whether you're friendships, relationships, ex-relationships, or whatever. Man, have that G code and that bro code to where you guys, friends, sisters, brothers, y'all have those conversations with y'all homies and make sure y'all are hashing things out. A lot of people like to sweep stuff under the rug. They don't like to have conversations about things. And a lot of things get mishandled, or, things go the wrong way because people fail to have those conversations. Let's talk about stuff. We have to have difficult conversations sometimes to evolve as people. And if you're not evolving, you're not growing. If you're stagnant, you're losing. Okay? So grow the hell up and have those hard conversations with your people, and life gonna go on and it's gonna be okay. And that's all I got to say. And if you like my ex and you want to know about him, call me. I'll tell you.
Well, but hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. It seems like every week, every other week, or when we do have our shows, we get more and more people to tune in. We would like to appreciate all the viewers that chimed in and called in. Hey, this show is for you all. Only thing we is giving our opinions about different situations and different topics, and we would like for y'all to view in. But my closing thoughts is just the same thing like Ms. Mina Diva said. Hey, you got to be happy with yourself. Have communication. Know your partner. If it's a situation that you're going through where it's somebody that you do have feelings for, be sure you let that person know, or whatever the case may be, and y'all can have that conversation, because everybody's circle and friendship is different. But I like to give some big shouts out to Bench Bullying, Busy Bee Cab Stand, Creations by Angelica. She's a little 8 or 9-year-old that's on Instagram. She do her own t-shirts and stuff. Element 7 Salon, Fortray Photography, Jaquay Chicken and Waffles, Maduro Cigar Lounge, Meek Smells That Sells, National Scouting Service, NBA Kennels, Picture Perfect Photography, Tommy Napoli Personal Chef. And I also have She's Making Sweets, The Wig Wall, Shine Bright Detail, and Vital Barbershop. Make sure you are checking those people out. These entrepreneurs are doing their thing in the field. Give them, some shout outs. Oh, also True Perfections. I want to give a shout out to Chance at True Perfections in H-Town. They're over there doing their thing. And we appreciate all of you guys from chiming in and tuning in every week. And we'll see y'all next week. And thanks for tuning in with a better topic, because it's going down again. And we're out. Good night.